having Chef Ivie, who will be talking to us about catering, all you need to know about catering. For those of you who are into catering business or for any business at all, you need to listen to what she has to say. Okay, she's already in, so I'm just going to let her in. Let me our session today. Welcome to another beautiful edition conversation with Adanne. And today we are going to be having Chef Ivie. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi.
It's good to have you today. It's for those of us in Lagos, it's a rainy day, the wet day for us today. Yeah, cool day. So welcome to this edition of Business Talks with Adanne. We are glad to have you, and I know a lot of people are waiting to hear what you have to say because you know, the caterers in the business, how you started. We just want to hear your story. So first we're going to start. Tell us who you are. Our viewers would like to know who you are and what you do.
My name is Bintu Ajibola. I'm popularly known as Chef Ivie. That's because I'm a hybrid. And then I'm a food vendor, like every one of you. And I'm a school teacher, and also I'm a food business consultant. So I own an organization, or I founded an organization called the Food Business Acceleration Hub. The meaning is in the name. So, you know, we consult, we train, and we have workshops. It's for those in the food industry, basically, and then we're about to launch our maiden edition of the Food Business Conference, which is the first of its kind in West Africa. Conference.
Please, can you adjust your volume? We can't hear you loudly.
Okay, hold on. Let me just Can you hear me?
Yes. It's better, much better.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you heard me clearly. Anyways, I said my name is Bintu Ajibola, right? I'm popularly known as Chef Ivie. Don't ask why there are two different names. I'm a hybrid. So, and I'm a food business consultant. I own Ivie's Kitchen, and I founded an organization called the Food Business Acceleration Hub, where we consult for food owners and train. We are currently hosting the first virtual food business conference in West Africa. And basically, it's all about empowering those in the food industry. And I'm glad to be here. And it's nice to meet you, Adi.
Okay.
Again.
Wow. Virtual food business conference. That's really good. So everyone is out there, you need to visit her page and check out what she has in store for fitness people. Okay,
Right.
Chef, how did the name come about? Why did you choose to name your business?
Okay, so like I said, I'm a hybrid. I'm partly Yoruba, I'm partly Edo. My mom is Edo. First of all, in choosing my name, the first thing I did was I threw out a survey to people and told them to choose a name they would prefer, that they would most likely connect with. And everybody was like EVS Kitchen, instead of Being Based Kitchen, because in their head, when you mention Yoruba, all they think about is pepper. When they hear EVA, they know it's an Edo name, and they think about yummy soups and good food anyway. So, and that's how I chose the name. But I considered that name because I learned the basics of everything I learned, and I know today about the kitchen from my mom. My mom is probably one of the best cooks ever in this world. I don't care what anybody says. Like, she can make maddest sauce out of onions, just onions. So, so that's how I came about the name.
Okay,
Thank you.
What's your journey into the food business? What's it like? How did it start? How did it come about? How easy was it, or how difficult was it? A lot of people will see you and they are wondering how did this journey?
Does everybody have their own day? Because this is not a movie. Okay, so I've always loved cooking. I've always loved cooking, like everybody, most people in food business would say, oh, I'm passionate and all of that. And I did choose to, I started when I was working, kind of. I was still in, I was working under an organization, and my workers, also my colleagues, they come to work, I bring my food, they eat my food, I end up buying food for myself. That used to happen a lot. And then everybody was like, yeah, why don't you just do this? Why don't you, who says stereotypes? Why don't you just try the packaging food and bring it to the office? And next thing, maybe because I'm a bit tech-ish, I'm computer savvy and all of that, I built my website, I did all of that, created my Instagram page and all of that, yeah. So I'm not your ordinary girl. So next thing I just started and I stopped working. Okay, so coincidentally, I was going to lose my job the same day I was going to resign. I didn't even know. So happened at a good time, kind of, and so I started using the people I had, which which anybody with common sense will do. The people around you, the contacts you have, and fortunately for me, I built a good number of people. Let me say, the content of the people I have around me, I always have around me, is always heavy. So there, and then because of my previous job experiences, I've been exposed with people with high net worth. So what I decided, the solution I decided to bring, which was the challenge I was facing while I was working, access to good food. Yeah, exactly. So access to good food, and while you're stuck in traffic in Lagos and all of that. So I was working on Zumba, by the way, at some point, and there was, if you know Zumba, by the way, there are no restaurants except Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
and Zumba. And yeah, and to be honest, you can't, for me, I couldn't keep buying food from there every time. It was pretty unhealthy. And except I went to, what's the other one behind? And it just wasn't cost effective for me, number one. Number two, there was no variety. I was tired, so I needed to cook food. So what I used to do was, like every weekend, I'll cook soups and pack it and put it inside freezer. So every morning when I'm going to work, I'll probably cook something, package it, and take it to work. And that's how my colleagues started eating my food later. And I realized that why was I doing this? Because I used to leave my house 5 o'clock. I used to live in Okota and I was working there. We used to leave because of traffic, so we can get to work 6 a.m. and sleep. And I used to get back home. The earliest I'll get back home was 10 p.m. So there was basically no time. Half of the time, most of the time, we are at work. And then I thought about those who had children and have families and want them to eat good food. And they are working, do you know the typical career woman in Lagos, the stress of it. And because of the kind of people I was exposed to, I knew what some people liked. So then I used to call it luxurious meal, affordable luxury. But then corrected me that luxury is not affordable, well, whatever that is. So I started making soups and all of that. So that was the problem I was trying to solve. Then it wasn't even rampant, people buying soups. Like, my clients used to buy soups, only a few of them, very few, maybe a handful, had their husbands in the know. They will say we should not make noise when we come and deliver. Just call them, they'll come outside. So they'll get it to the back door, serve it to their husbands and all of that, or something. So I had people, like, when I started, in a day, I would make 50K in a day, and it was good. It was good stuff, because I thought about it. Wait, you make 50K in a day. At the end of 4 weeks, you make 200,000. How many companies, Yeah, and I just thought, yeah, you get. So how much are they paying you? If you keep working, you'll keep earning more. Unfortunately, I didn't understand the business side of it. I didn't really understand that culinary skills plus passion is not enough. And I didn't understand that eventually you will burn out. And I think I understood that along the line. You will burn out on your on the contact you have, because you can't keep recycling the same customers. There's need for customer acquisition. Even if returning customers will always bring you something, you always bring the highest percentage of your profit. So